Hello, welcome to TTV News on TayNinhTV radio and television station. The Onion in the afternoon of January 5, 2024, the organizing committee of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee organized a summary of the emulations and accommodation work of the party building organization sector in 2023, chaired by head of the Provincial Party Committee's organizing committee, Nguyễn Thị Yến Mai.
In 2023, the provincial party building sector has proactively developed programs and annual work plans in the field of party building organization, built and implement well the plan to organize votes of confidence for leadership and management positions at all levels in 2023. As of November 30, 2023, the whole province has admitted 1,174 party members, reaching 100.25% compared to the year's resolution, implementing Project number 8 of the Provincial Party Standing Committee. During the year, more than 3,000 officials, civil servants and public employees were sent to participate in training and fostering classes. Internal political protection continues to receive attention, especially the evaluation and conclusion of political standards of party members are carried out seriously and closely. Advised the Provincial Party Standing Committee to deploy the third press award on party building in TayNinhTV province in 2023. On this occasion, 11 individuals were awarded medals by the Central Organizing Committee for the course of party organization and building. The Provincial Party Committee's Organizing Committee also awarded certificates of merit to 2 collectives and 6 individuals who achieved outstanding achievements in completing tasks in organizing and building the party in 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of January the 16th, TayNinhTV Commune of TayNinhTV District, TayNinhTV Provincial Youth Union held the launching ceremony of the Spring Volunteer Program in 2024. Attending the event, there were Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Phong, Provincial Party Committee Member, Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Council, Mr. Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Provincial Party Committee Member, Deputy Head of the National Assembly Delegation of TayNinhTV Province, and Mr. Võ Quốc Thắng, Permanent Deputy Secretary of TayNinhTV District Party Committee, along with the leaders of departments, branches, and localities, and also sponsors inside and outside the province. With the theme, The Year of Youth Volunteers, speaking at the launching ceremony, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, Provincial Party Committee Member, Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union, requested the standing committees of district, town, and TayNinhTV city unions and affiliated youth unions. It is necessary to organize activities to respond to the Spring Volunteer Program in 2024 in a practical and exciting way, focusing on promoting the youth proactive spirit, volunteering and serving the community to take care of the union members and the youth, the children, and also the people, especially the people in the border areas, remote areas, to have warm that if meaningful and full of love. At the launching ceremony, the Provincial Youth Union gave 72 learning corners to the children in border areas, and it is estimated that the community care activities in the 2024 Spring Volunteer Program are about 500 million Vietnam dong. And within the framework of the program, the Provincial Youth Union held the inauguration of Fatherland Flag Road project on the routes leading to Mid-Một border post in TayNinhTV Commune. And ladies and gentlemen, promoting the result achieved in 2024, the Civil Judgment Execution Department of the TayNinhTV Province will continue to effectively enforce the recovery of money and assets in criminal cases of corruption and economics, especially the cases under the Central Steering Committee on Anti-Corruption, Negative Monitoring and Direction. Accordingly, the civil judgment enforcement units in the province will continue to focus resources and drastically implement the recovery of appropriated and lost assets in criminal cases of corruption and economics. Prioritize the complete implementation of cases with enforcement conditions, strictly control the progress and results of asset disposal in economic and corruption cases, and at the same time, proactively coordinate and request relevant agencies to promptly and fully implement preventive measures, enforcement measures, and material legal assistance in criminal matters from investigation, prosecution, and adjudication to the execution stage to ensure the efficiency in recovering corrupt assets. At the same time, the Civil Judgment Enforcement Unit will continue to strengthen inspection and supervision of the organization and enforcement of cases of asset recovery for the state, especially the cases under the Department of Justice, directed by the Central Committee on Preventing and Combating Against Corruption and Negativity and the Steering Committee on Preventing and Combating Against Corruption and Negativity at the provincial level to monitor and direct in order to promptly direct and resolve the limitations, limit the errors and negativity may occur. And regarding the fraudulent break in cyberspace, recently the chairman of the People's Committee of TayNinhTV Province issued a written request to the heads of relevant agencies and units and the chairman of Provincial People's Committee of District, Town and TayNinh City. It is necessary to strengthen propaganda to prevent and combat the crimes in cyberspace. Accordingly, the provincial police need to coordinate with the functional departments, agencies, and especially the press agencies to promote information, propaganda, and warnings about the methods and tricks of all types of criminals, publicize the results of fighting and handling cases and violators of the law in cyberspace in order to deter and raise people's awareness. Regularly provide information, documents, articles, leaflets, posters, etc. to coordinate with the agencies, units, and localities to propagate, and especially in densely populated areas, industrial parks, and industrial cluster, export processing, and companies, business, etc., and on the social network platform Hongzhou. The chairman of the Provincial People's Committee also directed the Department of Information and Communications to coordinate with the agencies and units to well-perform the state management in the fields of information and communication. The network exchanges regularly issue the warnings about the methods and tricks of cybercrime to mobile subscribers, have the solutions in managing the genuine mobile subscriber members, gradually eliminating junk and unauthorized SIM cards, promptly coordinate with the police force to verify the network subscriber IP address and provide information related to the telecommunications subscribers when requested and serving the criminal investigation. And ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV Police has just held a conference to summarize the work in 2023 and deploy the work in 2024 of the Criminal Police Force. In 2023, the Criminal Police Force of TayNinhTV Police has implemented all aspects of its work well, proactively grasps the situation, advised the Provincial Police Board of Directors, party committees and local authorities to effectively deploy the topics, plans and pick attacks to suppress the crime, achieving many results, and successfully established and eliminated many major projects and plans, arrested and handle many high-profile subjects, and maintain stability and security in the locality. Many groups and individuals of the department have been honored and rewarded by the Ministry of Public Security and Provincial People's Committee also. Speaking at conference, Colonel Nguyễn Văn Trại, Director of Provincial Police, acknowledged and appreciated the results that the Criminal Police Force has achieved in 2023. At the same time, he requested that in the future, the Criminal Police Force needs to do a better job of grasping the crime situation, concentrating forces and means to attack and strongly suppressing the social order crimes, especially the murder crimes, child abuse, ensuring the social order and safety so that the people can enjoy the spring and celebrate the Lunar New Year of the Dragon in 2024 safely and happily.
In the morning of January 5th, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation, visited and congratulated the collective officers and leaders of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs Committee on the 58th anniversary of the traditional days of the Internal Affairs sector, January 5th, 1966, January 5th, 2024.
On behalf of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, presented flowers and sent best wishes to the collective leaders, officers and civil servants of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs Committee on the occasion of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs on the occasion of its traditional day. Recognizing, rising, and appreciating the important contributions of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs Department, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái affirmed that in recent years, The collective of officials and civil servants of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs Department has promoted tradition, solidarity, initiative, creativity, overcome difficulties, and successfully completed assistance, contributing to strengthening people's trust in the leadership and direction of the party and state. For internal affairs, prevention and combat of corruption, negativity, and judicial reform. In the coming time, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái requests that the collective leaders, officers, and civil servants of the Provincial Party Committee's Internal Affairs Department continue to effectively carry out internal affairs, preventing and combating corruption, negativity, and reform judiciary and citizen reception, handling applications and letters from citizens, contributing to ensuring national defense, security, social order, and safety, build the party and political system increasingly clean and strong.
And on the afternoon of January the 5th, the People's Committee of Tân Lập Commune, Tân Bình District, coordinated with the sponsoring association units to organize a ceremony to donate gratitude houses to the local policy families. Attending the ceremony, there were representatives of the leaders of the Departments of Labor, Welfare and Social Affairs of Tân Province, representatives of leaders of the Academy of Politics Region 2. After a period of construction with a spirit of urgency, in seriousness and quality assurance, the House of Gratitude has now been completed and given to Missy Trần Thị Kia, the child of the murderers, residing in Tân Hòa Hamlet, Tân Lập Commune of Tân Bình District. The house was an area of more than 75 square meters, with a total construction cost for 210 million Vietnam dong, of which the Gratitude Fund of Tân Province supported for 80 million Vietnam dong, and the Academy of Politics Region number 2 supported for 80 million Vietnam dong, and the rest was contributed by the family. And on January the 5th, Trang Bang Thao Women's Union held a conference to summarize the women's union work movement in 2023 and deploy the task in 2024. Attending the event, there was Missy Lưu Thanh Hằng, Deputy Chairwoman of the Provincial Women's Union, along with the leaders of agencies, departments, and branches of the town. In 2023, on the levels of the women's unions in Trang Bang Town have focused on performing the key tasks well, promoting propaganda and education, and raising awareness for the official members and the women about the party guidelines, the policies of the state, and pay attention to well implementing the social security activities with a total amount of more than 4.5 billion Vietnam dong. And on this occasion, the Provincial Women's Union rewarded 3 individuals with outstanding achievements in the election movement of the women are confident, responsible, and progressive in 2023. The People Committee of Trang Bang Town and the Town Women's Union also rewarded groups and individuals with outstanding achievements in the 2023 election movement. And ladies and gentlemen, 78 years ago, on January the 6th of 1946, marked an important event in our country's history when, for the first time, the Vietnamese people, through their votes, had the right to directly choose and elect talented and virtuous people to the National Assembly to take care of the country's affairs. Since then, 78 years of formation and development, our country's National Assembly has increasingly inherited the success of the previous terms and has continuously acted decisively for the benefit of the people. And just over 4 months after the declaration of independence on September 2nd of 1945, on January the 5th of 1946, President Ho Chi Minh issued a call for the nation to vote, including "Tomorrow is a happy day for our people because tomorrow is the general election day. Because tomorrow is the first day in Vietnam's history that our people begin to enjoy their democratic rights." It not only shows the respect for the people's mastery over the people's government, but also is the legal, constitutionally, and international criterion on international recognition. And let's try to imagine, after we gain the power, if there is no national election, would there be countries around the world that would recognize us? Responding to Alcohol's call on January the 6th of 1946, on Vietnamese people from the lowlands to the uplands, regardless of male, female, old or young, with the ballots in hand, went to vote, affirming they determined himself or herself from being a slave to becoming the master of the country. And as a result, the first general election elected for 333 National Assembly deputies. In 333 delegates, of which 43% were non-party delegates, and dozens of ethnic minority delegates, and 10 delegates were women, including there were the communist soldiers, but there was also very famous Bolsheviks, and thus National Assembly represents the right unity of all the Vietnamese people at that time. After 78 years of formation and development, the National Assembly of Vietnam with 15 terms has continuously grown. In particular, the 15th National Assembly has just completed more than a half its term and has completed a huge amount of work, leaving many strong marks of information and innovation also. And there is no longer the spring-autumn still circle thinking, but whenever the country was urgent and important issues that need to be resolved promptly, the National Assembly is ready to meet and accompany the government. Right from the first sections, the National Assembly leadership proposed the Legislative Council must be proactive, taking the people and business as the center, and the National Assembly has resolution number 81 to carry out legislative work throughout the entire term. To legislative work becomes more proactive. In the spirit of innovation and drastic action, the National Assembly promptly made the decisions to remove the bottlenecks. Many contents are almost immediately effective in practice, and supervision activities are also innovative and highly appreciated by the voters nationwide. Since the first national festival in 1946 through 78 years of formation and development, the National Assembly has constantly been proactive and creative, always worthy of being the highest state power agencies and the highest representative agencies of the people of Vietnam, with the ultimate goal of serving the people and the sustainable development of the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently, through the reform of administrative procedures, application of information technology, and digital transformations of the social insurance sector, health insurance participants have been able to experience and use simple utilities, favorable administrative procedure related to the health insurance sector. To continue to simplify procedures and paperwork and save time for people, the provincial social insurance has stopped printing paper health insurance cards for pensioners, unemployment benefits, and participants in compulsory social insurance and household health insurance.
The provincial social insurance said that when it stops printing paper health insurance, the provincial social insurance will extend the value of the health insurance card on the data system, and participants will continue to use the health insurance card which were previously issued, or citizen identification cards to resent as going for medical examination and treatment with health insurance. Stopping renting paper health insurance cards will help save money and simplify paperwork procedures for people, encourage people to carry out administrative procedures on digital transformation, to reduce travel time and administrative procedures for people. In addition, for a class of people with level 2 electronic identification, they can use the health insurance card integrated on the VNEID application to go for medical examination and treatment under health insurance. In fact, using health insurance cards on the VSSID application or VNEID application in recent years has brought many benefits to both health insurance participants, medical examination and treatment facilities, and management agencies. In the past, people often worry about losing paper health insurance cards, expired health insurance cards, or having to bring out the identification documents for verification in case there was no photo on the health insurance card. So when going for medical examination or treatment, people only need to present their electronic health insurance card as logging into the VSSID application or VNEID application. To ensure the legal rights of citizens in carrying out administrative procedures and civil transactions in the digital age, contributing to building an e-government to serve the interests and create the most favorable conditions to the people.
And ladies and gentlemen, as the Lunar New Year approaches, money scams are increasing and with many sophisticated and constantly changing firms. And this requires the user to be very alert. For their part, banks also have continuously sent warnings to the customers. I also think that maybe they have already shipped it, but I haven't received it yet. After that, I still shipped the goods normally. But until the next morning, I still didn't see the money in my account. I quickly called the other customer, but I couldn't get back in touch. That's when I realized the transfer receipt the screen was sent me was a fake. Nearly 16,000 reports of fraud, of which more than 91% are related to forgery and fraud in the financial and banking sector. To minimize the risks for customers from July the 1st of 2024, individual customers when transferring money online or depositing or withdrawing money from e-wallets with over 10 million Vietnam dong must be biometrically authenticated via face fingerprint. We are actively using biometrics to authenticate transactions, and this is a safe form and cannot be faked. Fraudsters take passwords and OTPs, but live faces cannot be obtained. Faced with this situation, the most important thing is that the users must always increase their vigilance because there are constantly many cases of losing money due to self-transfer to scammers, not due to loss of account information.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.